Shooters on console, it's a bit of a bleak field right now, but there's some coming in the horizon, so I'm updating you all on everything that's coming out when it comes to multiplayer online shooters. So turn the volume up, let's talk about it. The new Battlefield, Battlefield 6, the Battlefield, whatever it's going to end up being, is going to come out, looks like before April 2026. I think they're trying to make sure that this launch is absolutely perfect because the last few haven't done very well, and I think that this is the last time you can probably burn people. A lot of people are not going to pre-order this game. They've all been burnt before, or at least I'm hoping they don't. That's a lot of the online community is hold the line, do not pre-order this game. So I'm thinking that they're not really, EA and Co aren't going to get away with the pre-order bundles like they have in the past. This game needs to work day one. If it does, it is going to sell gangbusters. But also they need to avoid certain titles. So in their mind, it would be perfect, I think, if GTA 6 and Call of Duty came out this year, and then giving them enough wiggle room for April next year, because if it's anything like April this year, ain't no shooters coming out now, so it would have been a great burst of life. So look for that, I would say March, April. If GTA pushes out further, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bit more of a rushed Battlefield version to come out before GTA, if GTA is pushed to 2026. But there's a bit of speculation there. Of course, there's a lot of leaks with the game at the moment. The gameplay looks incredible, so really excited for this one. And yeah, hopefully we're playing it within the next year. Ready or Not, it's coming to consoles this summer. I've spoken a lot about Ready or Not, but when is it going to come out? So summer in America, winter here in Australia. If you look at their launch windows and their roadmaps, Q3 is quite quiet, so it's looking like it's definitely going to be in that slot. I can't imagine we're getting the game in June, especially just a few other little bits and bobs that I've picked up. I could be wrong. My guess is right now it's slated for mid to late July, with a chance to push that out a few weeks if there's any issues. I would say that this game would be better suited to come out as early as possible, as long as it works and does well, because there's a lot of games coming out on console, and I feel like this one might get a bit lost in the hurry if it doesn't get a little bit of room to breathe. If it's given room to breathe, this game is going to be incredible. So many people are going to play this and they're going to fall in love with it, and there's so much replayability with it and so much to come out in the future that I think it really will be in the zeitgeist for many years. So really hoping for that kind of launch window. Call of Duty Black Ops 7, so it's the next Black Ops game. I can't believe there's that many Black Ops already. But yeah, I mean, that's going to be October, November. Expect most of the same stuff that you've already got, like with the Warzone, with some of the other features. I think the big things with the leaks here have been that it's looking like the Pick 10's coming back. So the Pick 10 system was picking attachments and perks and other little bits and bobs. You only got to pick 10 of those. I think that was, for me, when the game was perfect. I'm going back many years. I'm talking like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, World at War. I love World at War. Those are the Call of Duties I grew up with. They're the ones I'm most excited with. This is an annual release. It's just going to come out as per normal. Look to October, November. We'll probably know a little bit more in a few months. Delta Force. There's a lot of speculation with this game coming to consoles finally. I think everyone wants to play that type of shooter on console, the extraction shooter. Even though a lot of PC players are rolling their eyes right now, including my brother. If you listen to this, I know you're rolling your eyes on extraction shooters. But we've been very unloved when it comes to that genre on console. So we're kind of excited for this. However, they've only just launched console support on PC. However, they've only just launched controller support on PC. Even though the gunplay seems to be fine, navigating the menu still is not. So it's hard to say with this game. And the fact that it is a Chinese company as well probably doesn't help the console release, because Asia is a real different beast when it comes to the way that they value those when it comes to console and mobile gaming. This is out in mobile. A lot of people on Reddit have been going, well, why is it out in mobile and not in consoles? If you go to Asia, mobile and bring your own device and tablets are huge there. I mean, you're dealing with population bases that have 1 billion people. When you start to talk about China, India, Indonesia, even Thailand's quite big, Philippines. And a lot of there's just not really the love for a PlayStation there, or the budget to have a PlayStation. But a lot of people have a phone, a lot of people have a tablet. You get way more of the audience that way, especially if you're a free-to-play shooter. So, yeah, and if you look at what PUBG made until it got banned in India, There's a lot of money in those hills, a lot of gold in those hills. So I think they're going to be really looking at that mobile launch and making sure that it's optimized. That only just came out. So this game could drop out at any point, so just keep that in the back of the mind, but I don't think we see it till at least Q3. I think there's a lot of bugs to work out, and I think they want to get mobile right. I just have a feeling a few things have been pulled from console to get mobile going, get the revenue stream there, and then, console can kind of be the passion project. It might hurt them in the long run because right now, again, there's a lot of runway for an extraction shooter. There isn't really runway for the Battlefield style of the game, but the extraction side, definitely. So, yeah, we'll see how that all goes. Arc Raiders. This game is a PvPvE. It's an extraction shooter, but it's a third-person one. It's a bit more story-driven. Probably, I'm getting vibes of Apex Legends for the Battle Royale. Yeah, you're starting to get it. I'm quite excited for this game. Once I get hands on it, there's a playtest coming up at the end of the month. You can still sign up for it. I think it starts in 3 days. It might be 4. I apologize if I get that wrong. This game was originally announced in 2021. It really garnered a lot of interest straight away, and then there's just been a real lack of updates until recently. It is coming out, or it looks like it's coming out in 2025. Outside of that, there's not really much that's known. They had a playtest back in October. They're doing one this month, or like I said, in a few days. So I don't know. I don't know what that means. It's still, by what I hear, it's coming this year at some point. It's coming out to console. It's coming out to PC. This game looks like it's going to be a ton of fun. I just worry that if they don't get the timing right, and with the next game that I'm going to talk about, if it launches after that and that garners some success, like I think it will, this one might fall through the cracks a lot. So I'm hoping that this game sort of comes out in July, August. I think there'll be a perfect window for it. Obviously, tomorrow would be a perfect window for it, but I don't think it's there yet. I'll know a little bit more once the playtest comes out. I'll make a few videos of it. Hopefully I get a playtest code for it so I can give it a whirl. If not, I'll look online. I'll see what this game does because I am quite interested in it. So I'll make a few videos on it. And as I know more details, I'll let you guys know. Den of Thieves. These are guys that made Payday 2. It's a futuristic bank robbing heist game. It looks quite good. There's been a lot more traction with this game in the last 2 to 4 weeks. A lot more information coming out. However, it's still very early doors. I'd figure I'll include it in this video just because I've seen a lot more of it lately. Extremely doubtful for this year. I would say 2026 is what you're looking at there. It's not going to be a flop like Payday 3, which was just a mess, and I was so keen for that game, and boy, did that game just fall flat. Marathon! Internet's most controversial game right now. A lot of people are paid to like it. A lot of people just seem to hate it because it's the fun thing to do. A lot of people sort of fit in the middle. I think the one thing that a lot of people that are doing reviews on this game don't understand is there is a massive hole for this on console, and if the UI is good to play like it was with Apex Legends, where the menus work so well on consoles compared to other battle royales, and it was just so easy to pick up and so easy to play, and Bungie make good shooters. Like, the gunshots are great in those games. And yeah, there's been a lot of details when it comes to auto aim on PC, and they're looking to get rid of that for the next bit of the alpha. It's still an alpha. Like, I think way too much is put into this game at an alpha state that it's not going to play perfectly. It's not going to play like it's day one. My worry is the 23rd of September, which is its release date, is a little bit ambitious. And for anyone who played the first Destiny when it first came out, it was fun, but there was nothing to do. And I'm really worried that this game is going to do the same thing, that they're going to go, well, we'll launch it. We'll put it in somewhere a middling price tag. It's obviously not going to garner the full price of a game, but it's going to be maybe $20, $30 less. And then we'll fund the rest of it once we get that money in. If they do that and things like Arc Raiders are going off and Delta Force is out, I can see it not really working. But we will see. We will see with this one. I'm optimistic about this game. I just believe that much in Bungie that I just think everything that they do is really great, especially when it comes to gun mechanics, and just I can just feel like that this game will eventually find its space. If you don't like the art style, there's nothing I can do for you there. It's probably not going to get any better, but I'll just say it's something different, and that's what I kind of like about this game. I don't think we need a million clones of the same thing. They've gone in a different direction. they're trying something. It's slightly different. But yeah, and then anyone who's just giving positive reviews non-stop and just saying this game is going to be amazing and there's just no negative feedback, they are definitely paid to say that, so just keep everything with a grain of salt. I think this is the most on the list of, like, be wary of and we'll watch. I think Battlefield and this is kind of like... Oh, Battlefield I have extremely high hopes for, but this game too, I have high hopes for it, but I'm just a little bit... Okay, well... Let's get to September 23rd. Let's play it. Let's put it in our hands and see if there's much to do. Exoborn, another extraction shooter. This is the one that I'm least keen on. There's a lot of grapple hooking. There's a lot of flying around. Those are usually the things I don't love in shooters, when you can just zoom around very quickly. A lot of people are into it, but there was a play test. It kind of went pretty well. It's coming to Xbox in 2025 at some point. It's currently up in the store. You just can't pre-order it, but you can see it. Unlike some of these other games in this list, you can at least see it. So I'm expecting it to hit that window. I'm thinking Q2, Q3, but we'll find out on that one. Like I said, I'm the least hyped with this. This is where I start to get into like that cloning. Okay, this is just the same thing. It just, I don't know. Nothing sort of let me with this game. I think maybe if I played it, I might change my mind. Perfect Dark, the new Perfect Dark game. Well, yeah, we got that announcement. Obviously, Perfect Dark Zero came out after the original Perfect Dark, and for those of you who aren't old and you're a kiddie, Perfect Dark was unbelievable on Nintendo 64. It really did jump. I would say it was better in my mind than GoldenEye, and I loved GoldenEye, but just the leap forward from GoldenEye to that was just huge. All the stuff you could do. And I guess I just got fond memories of being 14, having a sleepover. You know, you got as many controllers as you can shove into that, into that 64, and you got bots. You've got all these other things that you can variables and play. And the story was quite good too. So I really like that game. The sequel was absolute dog water. It was just fell really flat. Came out in the 360, was just absolute trash. Yeah, I'm skeptical with this one. We haven't seen a lot. Apparently, it's coming out late 2025. I don't think that's the case. I think this one is going to get delayed into 2026. There will be a multiplayer element, so I had to include it on this list, and it's a shooter. So I'm very keen on it. Like, I hope it does work out, but, you know, I'm just a little bit skeptical at this point in time. So we'll get more details. I wouldn't trust that 2025 date. And that's pretty much it for what I can say is coming out. There's a few that I just want to put at the end of this video that is kind of games that were announced on console that I just don't think are coming, or if they are, they're not coming anytime soon. Grayzone Warfare. This is another extraction shooter. It's garnered a fair bit of popularity. It doesn't run the best. That's what my brother said on PC at least, and what a few other people have said. It does look kind of fun, but yeah, apparently it's just all over the shop when it comes to optimization and running. They did mention a console release, I think about a year ago, or maybe two. Yeah, no, it was last year. And look, it's just not happening. If it does come out, think like 2027. The game's just not big enough to get there. They haven't really announced anything for it, so I just can't imagine it's happening. This game did get mentioned that it will get a console release. It's doing pretty well on PC. I would say that this is getting a bit better than Grayzone Warfare. And it's definitely starting to cannibalize some of Delta Force just because of all the cheating issues that are happening there on PC. However, I can't imagine this console game's coming out anytime soon. It was speculated it was going to be this year, maybe 2026. I don't even think it's in the works. I think they announced it just as like we'll do it. So I just wanted to flag it. I don't think it's coming out. It looks like a pretty good game. Looks really fun, but yeah, we're just not getting that anytime soon. One more game I will mention, because technically it's not out yet, as of 2 hours to go, and I'm not sponsored by them or anything, so don't think that I'm not big enough to get money. No one's giving us money. Fragpunk comes out in 2 hours time, so technically that is something. That looks like a 6-on-6 hero shooter, think of like Valorant, but it looks like a little bit more emphasis on the hero abilities. Really keen to try this one out, so that will be what I'm streaming tomorrow. So if that does interest you, hit the subscribe button. Always hit like. But yeah, anyway, that is the whole video. If you made it this far, hit the subscribe button, because that really does help us out. I did put a bit of effort into this. I hope that you got granted something from it. If there was a game that I missed, put that in the comments down below, because I've definitely missed a game. Finding out when games are coming out right now in 2025 is very difficult. There are so many games that are clearly just yeah, we're not announcing anything until GTA does. Its flow of gaming news right now when it comes to release date is like a stagnant pond right now, and just waiting for the behemoth that is GTA 6 to just either tell us that game's coming out on time or just delay it. It's still pretty wild. I think someone mentioned it was 500 days since that trailer dropped. I just remember the hype with that trailer, and it's just been nothing since. But then again, there's been a lot of hype around the game. So do you need to add to that if there's that much fuel on the fire? So could be really interesting which way that goes. On the list, I'm most keen for Arc Raiders, as long as they have Australian servers, Marathon, and I'm so high on the new Battlefield. Like, I just think that that's going to save us all. Hopefully it's not like 2042. For the love of God, please just let me be able to pick servers so I can just jump into games and not have to do this matchmaking BS. I just want to jump into a game. That's all I want to do. I just want to be able to play a game, and it's so much better for a country like Australia when, you know, we don't have an abundance of servers open. We're never going to have an abundance of servers over. We're Convict Island, but you know, we want to play games too. Anyway, I did hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, like I said, missed anything, put it in the comments down below. Always hit the like button. And I'm out of here. I've got to cut this video up. It's a long video. I've got to cut it up. It's 10 p.m. So I've got to edit that up and then smash it online. And then I'm going to bed. I've got an early start tomorrow. So I'm out.